Hi YouTube, today I'm working on my Pro-Charged Corvette and I am having an issue again with this Pro-Charger bypass valve leaking. It's a standard butterfly valve. What I did is I went online, I bought a cheap $20 blow-off valve, which some people say, oh, you know, the blow-off valve's not the same as a bypass valve. Well, they are if you lighten the spring in them. The neat part about this $20 cheap knockoff eBay blow-off valve is it actually came with two springs inside. They don't advertise that, but it came with two. There's a lighter one inside, then they had this heavier one around the lighter spring. So it was a dual spring setup. Took the heavy one out, easy peasy. I experimented with playing with the original very soft spring from the Pro-Charger proflo valve, but it's not strong enough to move the diaphragm in this. This has a much heavier diaphragm. This is very thin rubber. This is actually thick, kind of like, I don't know, like radiator hose almost. Very thick diaphragm in this, I imagine for heavier boost applications. So heavy springs, take them out, put the light ones in, and this will open under vacuum, and it will open fully under vacuum. All the way in. Very easy now. So what I've done today is modified that, and then I'm going to take this bracket that it came with. Very cheesy, didn't fit right, had to flip the bracket over to get this to hold nice and snug. I'm going to take that, and my rig job for the time being, until I find something better, is a little piece of PVC here, adapter. Going to file that down, glue those two together, and make this one piece. Once this is one piece, the 1.5 inch supplied hose will fit right onto there. Because this doesn't seem to want to fit the metal, even though eBay said it would. Whatever. I think this is close to 1 3/4 inch, 1.5 hose. You get the drift. So I'm going to experiment with this. I will post another video on my findings, but this may be a cheap alternative to buying a really expensive bypass valve. Tile makes a great bypass valve, but they're $200, and this is 20 bucks. Let's give it a shot and see where we get. These things aren't that complicated. It really is just a spring and a diaphragm in here. With the lighter spring in it, general engine vacuum will actually hold this open at idle. So at idle, this thing sticks wide open. I've tested that already, and we're fine there. So just by putting a light spring and a generic blow-off valve, you'll get this setup. What else is there? I like this design because this is more like a globe valve where you've got a full seating face of the valve versus the butterfly valve, which had a tendency to leak. Let's see if we can get a good shot of that. You know, it doesn't look like much, but you know, that is what I've shown in previous videos blowing around that valve. Let me see if I can get a better angle on this. This particular blow-off valve came with just a metal recirculator piece. I've wrapped it with a little bit of duct tape, and I'm going to stick the provided Pro-Charger filter right on the end of that. So that fits nice and snug. Bam, done. Put a radiator clamp on there, and we'll be nice and tight, and this thing should be pretty good to go. Feel free to leave comments. Thanks.